Hi guys, in today's lesson, I'll be calculating this jam chemistry question on pH calculations with us. So I want you guys to stay to the end. If you have not watched my previous videos on pH calculations, I want you guys to go and watch those my previous videos. If you are new here watching my video right now, I want you guys to follow my page, like my videos, comment, and also share it to your friends. So let's get started. Now the question says, what is the pH of a 0.02 mole sodium hydroxide solution? Now, like I always say, before you solve any question, it's advisable to locate what you were asked to find. Now, in this question, you were asked to find what pH. Now, locating what you were asked to look for, I've made you solve like half of the question already. Now, this question is telling us to find the pH. In one of my previous videos, I gave some formulas or some equation for calculating what pH. If you have not watched it, it is advisable for you guys to go and watch it. So today, I'll be revealing on that formula for calculating pH. Now, in my previous video, the formula I gave was this: pH equals to what? Minus log hydrogen ion. The second one was pH equals to N minus log A. The third one was pH equals to N minus open bracket log S plus log Y over 2 close bracket. So in my previous video, I gave these formulas for calculating pH. Now, let me explain this formula for us. You can only use these formulas to calculate pH when hydrogen ion concentration was given in the question. It is only when hydrogen ion concentration was given in the question that you can use any of these formulas to calculate pH. But if you look at this question very well, the concentration given was for sodium hydroxide. And sodium hydroxide is not an acid. Sodium hydroxide is an alkaline, a very strong one at that. So you cannot use any of this formula. But I'll be showing us a formula for calculating pH when I'll be giving you sodium hydroxide. Now the formula is pH plus POH equals to 14. So this is the formula we'll be using. And in the question, we asked to find what pH. Now, before we find this pH, we're going to look for what POH first. Now, POH also has an equation which is POH equals to minus log open bracket hydroxide ion. So POH equals to what? Minus log hydroxide ion. So we're going to find our POH first using what? This equation, which is what? Minus log hydroxide ion. So therefore, POH is equal to minus log open bracket. Now our hydroxide ion they gave us was 0.02 moles, so which is what? 0.02 mole. Now we're going to take it to what? To standard form. They gave us what? 0.02 moles. We'll take it to standard form. Now, by taking it to standard form, we're going to move it 2 times. Move it first time, move it second time. It now becomes equal to what? 2 times 10 raised to what? Minus 2. And it is minus 2 because I'm moving to the right hand side. It will be plus 2 if we're moving to the left hand side. Please, let's take note of that also. So therefore, our hydrogen ion will be what? 2 times 10 raised to what? Minus 2. Now, POH is equals to minus open bracket log 2. You bring this power down now, which is what? Minus 2. If you find this video very interesting, please, I want you guys to follow my page. I want you guys to like my videos, comment, and also share to your friends. So let's continue. To what? Log 2 minus what? You bring this rate for minus 2, you break it down. Now, let me also say this to us. In one of my previous videos, I also gave the first 10 log table. Please, if you are preparing for JAM, note that the JAM calculator does not have log. Does not have what? Log. There's nothing like log in the JAM calculator. And they will give you questions like this each year. Now, how are you not going to know the value for each log? In one of my previous videos, I gave what? The first 10 log table. Please, I want you guys to go and watch that my previous video in one of the calculations under what? Under pH. Now, imagine they give you log 2. How are you going to know the value of log 2? I gave it in my previous video. Nevertheless, I'm going to tell you guys the value of log 2. So let's continue. So POH is equal to this minus outside open bracket. Now log 2 has the value of what? 0.30 minus 2. Then close the bracket. So POH POH is equal to minus is outside, open bracket. Now, 0.30 minus 2 will give you what? The answer will be minus 1.7. So, now, therefore, our final answer for POH is, now, there's minus outside, don't forget, and they also have minus inside, and there's bracket. Now, minus times minus will give you plus, since there's bracket. Please take note of that. So, minus times minus what will give us plus. So, our final answer will be 1.7 more. Okay, 1.7, I mean, there's no unit, 1.7. So therefore, our POH is what? 1.7. This is not our final answer. We will ask about find pH. We only calculated for POH first now. So now, since our POH is 1.7, now let's go straight to what? Our pH. Now, pH plus POH equals to what? 14. Now, we're finding pH. Now, we're going to make pH subject of the formula by moving this to the other side. Please take note that when addition sign is crossing an equality sign, it will change to what? A negative sign, which is a minus sign. But when the negative sign or a minus sign is crossing an equality sign, it change to what? An addition sign. Please take note of that. Now, plus pH is crossing an equality sign, it will change to what? Minus pH. So, minus POH, I mean. So, pH is equal to what? 14 minus POH. Now, pH is equal to 14 minus POH. Now, POH has the value I calculated, which happened to be 1.7. So, 1.7. Now, therefore, pH is equal to 14 minus 1.7. We are going to get 12.3. So, these are our final answer for our pH. And of course, we have option. Option A says 12.3. Option B says 1.7. Option C says 12.0. Option D says 2. And we got 12.3. Option A is 12.3. So option A is supposed to be what? Our final answer. But option B says 1.7. Now, the reason, this 1.7 is not our true answer. This 1.7 was for our POH that we calculated. So people might just calculate only this part and get POH and think this 1.7 is it because it's the option. That was not our correct, it's not the correct answer, because the question said we should find pH. The question did not say we should find what? POH. So that's the reason why 1.7 is not our answer. It is 12.3 as the correct answer. So thank you guys for staying to the end of the class. Like I said earlier on, if you are new here, please, I want you guys to follow my page, like my videos, comment, and also share to your friends. Thank you.